Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Anu. I am your psychic tarot host. Let's look into the energies for June 2021. I'm starting with the fire signs. This is my new format. I'll be here up in the bottom corner. So you can see the cards up front. We are going to get into it. We're doing a mind, body, soul, a mind, body, spirit kind of spread this month. And I also wanted to include Moonology cards since we have a lot of eclipse season that's happening between May through June. So starting with fire signs, each sign will be time stamped. I'm going to go ahead and get started with Aries. All right, Aries, I hope you've been well. Let's see what we have for June. Isn't it exciting? We're almost at the halfway mark. Let's see what we have for Aries. Any placement of Aries in your chart. Sun, moon, rising. I don't know, any of the other, do I take this? No. Any of the other placements that you have, or if you feel you have a lot of fire in your chart, this could be something. All right, that came flying out. Let's see what we have. We have a fork in the road, number 13, which adds up to a 4. So 4 is about foundations, it's about home, it's about family, it's about where we feel safe, right? So it's like really creating those foundations at the end of the day. And this may be a month where you may have a couple choices or maybe more, because in this one you see there are 3 arrows on the sign. So watch out for that. Opportunities could be opening up and you may be called to make decision. And again, just follow your intuition on that is what I will say. But the real positive from this one is really that it is a time for you may have more opportunities than you anticipated. So that's something to think about. Okay, let's get you a Moonology card. I really like that. Okay, 1 card for Aries. We have a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So this would probably be, the full moons are 6 months from your sign. So whatever that would be, just look it up in astrology. But, you know, things are culminating. A fiery complex, a climax approaches is really talking about things that you may have been waiting on for completion are actually pretty close to coming to a completion, and you may be coming into a time where you may have to make some decisions around it, or you may get a few options to choose from this month. All right, so let's get into tarot. We're gonna do as I said, a mind, body, spirit. So we're going to do 3 cards on what you're thinking, 3 cards on what you're feeling, and then 3 cards on the soul side. So what lies beneath. Okay, so let's see, beautiful Aries, what are you thinking about? What's going on in your mind space this month? Okay, the Devil. We have the Star. And then we have the Ace of Cups. Look at that energy. 2 major arcanas opening up our reading. This is very, very powerful. So I'll talk to you, and never be afraid of the Devil card. If you've seen my readings, I always talk about this is not something to be afraid of. It actually really talks about stepping into our power. So in your mind space, what you're really thinking through, or you may be thinking through as you make a few decisions, as you come into a few opportunities, is around there may be moments where you may feel trapped, that you don't have the power to make or power or authority even to make certain decisions in your life. But the Devil card is here to remind us that we are the creators of our life. We have free will, and we're the ones who kind of make those decisions and call those shots. So there's going to be times for you to step up and lead your own decisions this month, with the Devil card showing up. Like, you are not chained, you are not obligated to anything. You have the power to choose your path. And then with the Star and the Ace of Cups, again, it's very clear. If you think of it as a story, definitely looking to heal, being very hopeful, stay in this hopeful energy. You know, it's like if you vibrate at that energy, that's what you're going to attract. That's very, very much front and center here. Some big wish is coming forward. I really have a feeling that something is culminating and other things are opening up for you. And it's like the star card usually has like 7 stars, so it could be like many wishes, but then there's like one big thing that you had been hoping for that is actually going to come true, or you're going to get the opportunity to really make some big headways in that direction of that one wish that you wanted. And look at that, what it's going to bring you. It's going to really bring you a lot of happiness, emotional fulfillment, like feeling on top of things. That's what's coming. This is the divine offering, like the hand of the divine. This is the divine kind of offering you that opportunity or that one wish. So this is what you're planning on, and you're planning on stepping into your power, taking the lead, you know, making your wishes come true and really finding your own happiness. Beautiful, powerful. Bam, what an opening, Aries. All right, so let's see what's going on in your heart space. What are you feeling? No, okay. Just another shuffle. All right, so we have, you are showing up in your reading, the Emperor. We have the Hermit. I was gonna say, look at the major arcanas popping here. So in your heart space, you have the Emperor, the Hermit, and the Hierophant, all major arcanas. All talk about structure, all talk about tradition, about rules, about inner power, inner wisdom. So starting with the Emperor, again, look at how it's coming right under the Devil. This is about stepping into your power and leading. This is your major arcana. Emperor is the Aries card in tarot. Represents your energy of being the leader, being the provider, being the protector. You know, like the Emperor is the best friend you can have. They're there to take care of you, to protect you, to love you, and to like really create an aura of protection. So that's what's going on. Then you have the Hermit and the Hierophant. These two specifically talk about inner wisdom. So in your heart of hearts, you actually know what you have to do. For some of you, again, Hierophant represents tradition, rules, culture, or conditioning that we're used to, or the way we were brought up, or whatever we were taught. That's what the Hierophant talks about. So I'm getting, and again, I'm an intuitive reader, so I really have to go with the messages I get here. For some of you, you're probably going to be deviating from the traditional path in whatever area of life this applies to, okay? This could be, well, you're the first person in your family who steps up and, you know, quits a job or starts a business and then quits a job, and you're the first person to be a business owner in your family. Or you could be, you know, anything around, let's say, you know, you decide, I don't know, to buy a timeshare. Nobody's ever done that in your family. Completely like breaking from what you've been taught to do. That's coming through very strongly for some of you with the Hierophant, because there is an inner calling. The Hermit is the intuition. It's the inner wisdom that you have that's calling you in a certain direction, which could be slightly different from the others around you. So don't be afraid of that. Just the more you feel called to it, and the more comfortable and confident you feel in it, the more the universe is going to reward you, right? And then for you to come up and step up and be the Emperor, like look at the leader energies that we have here. Very, very nice. So this is something that's kind of like you're feeling a little bit torn, and one end you're really ready to go, but there may be some loose ends you may have to tie just with the people around you is what I'm getting here, okay? So let's see what lies beneath all of this. What's happening in your subconscious? What lies beneath? Judgment. Because, you know, we didn't have enough major arcana so far, so we want more. Okay, 2 more. Oh, another ace. And just 1 more card to close out. There we go. Okay, and bottom deck is 2 of Wands. Again, this is the travel path or being at a standstill. This is the fork in the road. This is literally the same card as that one over there, okay? So let's see what we have. Ooh, I love this. So this is how they came out. We have the Judgment. So this is what's happening underneath in your subconscious, in your soul. We have the Judgment, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and then we have the 4 of Wands. Resurrection, my friends. I am really telling you, you are breaking some major chains. You're healing really big time. You're making your dreams come true. You're stepping up and leading, following your intuition, creating your own tradition, and honoring your true calling. There is something you're being called to do, whether it's in relationships, whether it's in family, life, job, profession, whatever that is, there is a resurrection. That's what's brewing underneath the surface. There is a very strong calling, and it is a completely new beginning. If you look at this, it's the Ace of Pentacles, right? So this is a very solid beginning. It is a seed that is going to grow over time. This is a solid start of a foundation that's going to really, really grow over time. And I say solid start, and then you also have the Four of Wands. Look at this card, how beautiful. So this is about celebration. This is about, you know, could be even a marriage. Maybe you're getting married to somebody who looks very different from the rest of your family, anything like that. That's why, because I'm sensing that conflict in the middle over here. That's why I keep bringing these examples. But this is what it's like. Again, 1111, you know, you are entering a different dimension. The portal of opportunities is opening up for you. Walk into it. This is so auspicious. This is really, really beautiful. I think you're doing something big this month. This is also like, as the eclipse season is happening, and this is why I wanted to look at some of the Monology cards, try to follow some astrologers and see what the significance of the two eclipses are, one that just went and one coming on June 10th. What do they mean for your sign, and what's your sun, moon, and rising, but mostly sun and rising, and see what is it that you're eclipsing out of your life. What are you closing out and what are you opening up? That's going to really help, because I feel there's something really big, major shifts happening over here. Wow, really, it's like clear as a bell. There's something really major happening. Look at the number: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 9 major arcanas. Amazing, amazing. You have to hashtag claim it in the comments below, and you have to tell me what this is about. I love reading your comments. It also, like, I really feel this is pretty strong for a few of you. So let's get a soul, a journey lesson card and see what is the major soul lesson that Spirit is asking you to kind of work on and even master this month in June. Okay, so let's get you one. We have friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. There you go. So friends may actually, you know, come and support you in this journey of yours. If you feel, you know, like close family is not being supportive, there's definitely, you know, friends that are going to be there to support you. Oh, I like how the fork in the road just like slipped down quietly. It's like, yep, I'm here. I'm here. Make a decision. All right, so let's get you an animal spirit message. Again, anywhere you see these animals, movies, TV, on your phone, social media, real life, that's just like a nudge from the universe that, you know, you're being watched over. Okay, so let's get you one animal spirit. And you have the hawk spirit. Let spirit be your guide. Number 5. Profound. There you go. If you see a hawk, you know your angels are watching over you, or whatever higher power, divine power you believe in, they're watching over you. Let spirit be your guide. Oh my God, this is beautiful. This is the first time I don't have too much to say because the reading is so clear cut. So I hope this helps, Aries. I wish you the very best. Drop me a comment, hashtag claim it if this resonates. And I wish you all the power and the good luck in the world to conquer these things and follow your inner guidance. All right, take care for now. I will see you next time around. Bye. Hi beautifuls, this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or any placement of Leo that you may have in your chart. Let's look at what energies we have for the month of June 2021. This is crazy. We're going to start with Wisdom of the Oracle. I also wanted to get a Moonology card since we are in the midst of like the biggest eclipse season ever, just to get some overarching energies for you. Okay, so let's get one card for a Leo, and we have a chop of wood, number 42. That's the one that flew out. So this is you know, it's adds to a 6. 6 is about alignment. It's about unconditional love. It's like really being intentional and coming into alignment with what we truly love and what that requires us to do, right? So providing. So chop wood on its own is really talking about, it's like a spring cleaning a little bit. And it's like, okay, get chopping, get to work. This is a time to put action, because your actions are going to bring results and going to bear fruit at this time around. So it's a very good time to actually start putting your plan into action. That's what this energy energy is about. And let's get a Moonology card, and then we'll get into tarot. Yeah, it's no longer time to like sit and plan. It's really like, okay, whatever you plan, let's get going. We gotta get started on that. Okay, so we have 2 cards that flew out. We'll take them both. The end of a tough cycle. Where is it? The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn, which I believe is coming up actually towards the end of June. So if there's a decision, or if there's something that you've been waiting on for a while, that is going to come to a close with the end of a tough cycle approaches. And the second one, oh my God, I love it, you guys. Look at this. A new start is coming. New moon. Okay, so you have a full moon and a new moon. So some old cycles are ending for sure. And then, I don't know, how do I place this? Oh my goodness, that's such beautiful cards. We have the end of a new cycle, end of a rough cycle, and the beginning of a new one. So a new start is coming. Completely lost it, didn't we? All right. We'll keep that in mind. All right, let's roll. So let's do a mind, body, spirit spread to see what's going on in your mind space, what's going on in your heart space, and what lies beneath. So what's brewing in your subconscious. Okay, that's what we're doing. 9-card spread. So let's see 3 cards for what you're thinking about. What are all those plans? I want to know what you're thinking about. 2 cards. What's happening in your mind space? All right, we got 3 cards. So, oh, we got 4. All right, so we have a 5 of Cups. We have the Judgment. We have 2 of Wands, and then we have Scorpio card, which is the Death card. Okay, so we got 2 major arcanas, and this is, I feel like these 2 kind of go together with the Justice and, did I say Judgment? I apologize, I meant Justice. Justice and 2 of Wands kind of go together. 5 of Cups almost feels like a past energy to me that you sometimes may be thinking through, but this is what's really happening here. Now, you may at times still hit that spot, you know, where we're thinking about the older energies and the old disappointments or things that did not go our way. That's what's going on. There's some remnants of that energy, and know that, you know, I'm saying that especially because of this card over here that says the end of a tough cycle, right? So that end of the tough cycle is approaching. So you know, make sure that you don't stay in that energy of sadness and grief to any extent, or try to come out of it, clean it up, you know, purge the energy if possible, because we know what is coming. A new start is coming, right? There will be justice. So this is about a major arcana. Really talks about things that weren't fair in the past are now going to come to a right fruition, and you will be able to move forward. So usually the 2 of Wands is almost like a standstill card, where you're at the crossroads, you're not able to move forward, or you're not able to make a decision quick enough. So this showing up is like, you know, again, it's saying stop thinking, take the action. Make sure you don't spend too much time being at a standstill, because that's where, you know, opportunities pass and the, you know, the right time passes. So believe that there will be justice, and then, you know, make sure you make a decision and you take the action on it, because this is going to bring you into complete resurrection. The Death card showing up here is about ending old patterns and beginning new, or ending an old lifestyle and beginning new, or even a life cycle, like whatever the older energies were, those are coming to an end and you're ready to step into the new. This showing up in your mental body is really saying that you're actually ready and you're already thinking about putting this plan into action, leaving what was in the past behind and completely starting a new journey in your life. Okay, wow, very, very strong. I like this. All the fire signs are like really good. So let's see. Oh, I hadn't asked my question, but let's look at what's going on in your heart space. Okay, what are you feeling? So 3 cards, heart space, 3 cards. Let's see what we get. So we have the 6 of Pentacles. Ooh, we have the Sun. I like this. Look at that. Your heart is happy and singing with joy. Ooh, 1 or 2. Oh, look at that. I don't know. There's so many major arcanas coming out for all the signs. This is amazing. And it's also, again, as I said, it's eclipse season, so the energies are really big, and you want to take advantage of those. So we have in your heart space Six of Pentacles, the Sun, and the World. I actually really like how the World is coming like right under the death, because this is also resurrection, ending an old cycle, beginning a new. In your heart space, you're ready. You're absolutely ready to close out old cycles. You want to have a new beginning with the sun shining out. It's a happiness, it's joy, it's like really the warmth and the growth that comes when the sun comes out. Everything comes to light. Justice also happens, things come to light. And the Six of Pentacles is really like you being ready to receive. So this is also like a big nudge, is like finally you may be at a point where in the past you may have given a lot to people, or given a lot to something, like a job, a career, a business, family, relationships. You may have been given a lot, but now you're ready to receive. You are ready to close those old cycles and get into a receptive mode. Your gifts are coming. That's what this is, and you are ready for it. You're ready to have happiness. For some of you, you may also be feeling like you're ready to be a parent, or be a pet parent, an animal parent, if you want to call that. But that's really showing up because kids do come front and center with the Sun card. And it's also about going back to what makes you feel like a child, going back to your inner child. What makes you happy? Is it like riding a bicycle, or like you're rollerblading? Whatever that is that makes you happy, this is also the time to honor that and make room for some of that joy, and really close out the old chapters. Absolutely. Whatever old cycles you were going through, it is time to bring that to a close, and you are ready in your heart of hearts. Wow, another sign with big changes. Okay, so let's see what's brewing beneath. Okay, what's happening underneath it all? We have the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles that popped out. Let's get two more. So again, slow and steady. It may have been a long road to get where you are. You may have been planning quite a bit for a while, and now it is time to bring it into fruition. Yeah, this Knight of Swords wanted to come out before, and then we have the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which really talks about recognition and finally coming to a point where where we are ready to receive. I think the biggest thing I'm getting for you guys is like, get ready to receive the recognition as well. So looking at the subconscious, we have slow and steady wins the race with the Knight of Pentacles, right? So it may have been quite the journey, but you're finally at a point where the results are starting to show up and you have arrived. That's what this is. In the subconscious, you're aware that you have arrived at the point. It is time to chop wood and end a tough cycle and start something new. There are still, as I said, with the Five of Cups and the Four of Cups, there are still remnants, which is, understandable when we go through big life cycle changes or life stage changes. The Four of Cups really talks about being kind of in a melancholy sort of state, where we've been waiting and waiting and waiting for things to fall into place, and now finally they do happen. So there's being eager and ready and almost being a little bored about things not lining up until now. But guess what? That's changing this month with all these energies showing up. And once that happens, look at that, you're ready to charge ahead with the Knight of Swords, right? Knight of Swords is the fastest moving. So you have the slowest moving because the Knight of Pentacles is the shortest Knight of the deck, so he moves a little slow, and the Knight of Swords is the fastest, but can be a little impulsive, can be a little aggressive at times as well. So you have both the energies here. You have speed and you have patience, so kind of like balancing them out is what I feel is brewing underneath the surface of all these changes. But time has already here. Okay, this time has come, the wait is over, it is time to close and start something new. Wow. Ooh, I really like it, Leo. All right, let's see what soul lesson we have for you guys. What do you want to work on? Okay, let's take both since two flipped over. So we have relationships and we have fear. So relationships, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Okay, so this is again talking about some cycles where we want to move away from people who have not been in our highest good, right? So really focusing on the value, on the quality of the relationships and not the quantity of the relationship. So that may come through with some of the justice and death and world energies. There may be some changes in your community or immediate circle. And then you have a fear, which says, I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So this is again just a confirmation that, the cycles are ending. We should really step into the power of living in the here and now and using love as the energy and not fear, because fear is ego. So just understanding there are always lessons involved and there's nothing to be fearful of. Instead, be in love and gratitude, right? Okay, so that's some of the soul lessons you may be mastering this month. So let's get you one animal totem card to close out the reading. Again, if you see this animal anywhere, offline, online, real world, that's just a message from the universe, okay? All right, so let's see what we have. We have the flamingo spirit, number 26, embrace the in-between. Wow, wow, I really like this. So think of the message with... these messages here, where you're ending of a tough cycle approaches, you are in between, and then you are starting a new cycle, right? A new start is coming. So that's what I have for you, a beautiful Leo. I think embrace the time, get some rest as well, because things are really gonna pop up. I think like with the sun showing up also, there's like so much fire here anyway, like right in the center. There's a lot of bright sunshine and happiness coming your way. So embrace that, embrace the in-between, and I wish you the very best, and I will see you next time around. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share. Every click helps the channel. I really appreciate it. All right, take care for now. Bye. Hello lovelies, this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or any placement of Sag that you may have in your chart. This is your June 2021 reading, so let's get right into it and see what we have from Wisdom of the Oracle. We'll draw, okay, we have it right there. Am I taking the spirit? Okay, let's just take it. We have a never-ending story, number 37, that adds up to a 10 or reduces to a 10. 10s are endings and beginnings. Okay, so there is something that needs to end. There is probably some pattern in life that needs to come to a closure and, end that chapter and pay our karmic dues and move on, because there's something, some cycle that seems to be going on over and over again. And I want to see what lesson do we want to master in order to break this pattern or to come to completion for this. But regardless, it adds to a 10 or a 1, so there is some sort of completion coming. And since we are in the middle of an eclipse season, I just wanted to use Moonology cards to get one message for us. Okay, so let's see for Sagittarius. That's what is the message from Moonology Oracle. I hope you've been well. Okay, let's see. We have a time to give rather than take. Okay, so this may be like one of those of us getting the some sort of positive karma that you want to create. That's going to be a good time for that. So it is a time to give, to be generous. New moon in Virgo, watch out when that comes up. I think it's in like a month or a couple months. Just look out for that one, because that may be very helpful for you, where whatever you put out is going to come back tenfold to you. Okay, so that's the message there, is that it is a time to be generous and to give rather than to receive. All right, so I'm going to jump ahead actually versus the other signs that I've been doing. I want to get your soul journey lesson first, because the messages from oracles that we're getting here are more larger on the life lessons and karmic lessons. So I just want to see maybe one or two cards for you first before we get into tarot, which is not how I've been doing it for the other signs, but then that's how I roll. Okay, we have number 1 and we want one more. Okay, there we go. We got 2. So the 2 soul lessons that we want to master this month, Sagittarius, is number 1, doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Okay, so this is a big one because, as we build through life, as we plan things, we always want to know the outcome, right? It's the outcome that keeps us trapped into doing certain things. So, what if you released all that doubt and, just like let it go? Okay, this or better. Tell the universe, I would like to achieve or desire or get this or better, and then just release it and not have any doubts. That's a major karmic lesson you may want to conquer this month. And then you have freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. See, so in honesty, even if you look at these, right, when you release the doubt, you get so much freedom anyway, right? You get that release of, wanting to have control. And if you're not trying to like clench at something, you're just going to feel so free. So those are some of the major, the main karmic lessons or soul lessons that may really help you this month. And of course, going forward as well. Okay. All right. That sounds good. Let's see what's going on, what tarot has to say. We're going to do a 9-card spread. We're going to start with what's in your mind space, then what's in your heart space, and then what lies beneath in our subconscious. So let's look, what are you thinking about? 3 cards for what you're thinking about this month. We have the moon card. Let's get 2 more. Okay, and 1 more. I really wanted to like have the cards kind of pop out, but if they don't, then I just draw them, right? So we have the moon, major arcana, we have the 4 of wands, and then we have the wheel of fortune, right? So what you're really thinking about is actually ending this never-ending cycle with this wheel of fortune showing up. And this may have something to do with home and family or your foundations. The 4 of wands can also, to me, sometimes represent the 4th house, which is home and foundation and family. Can also be about marriage and celebration. So with the moon and the wheel of fortune here, again, the moon, yes, is about following our intuition, really tapping into it, really trying to tap into the nudges that we get, right? Ideas that we get. So really being open and paying attention to those. But also when this is showing up in your mind space, in your intellect, it's kind of giving us an idea that there are some fears. There are some hidden fears, maybe some doubts. There may be some doubts kind of that you're thinking through because things are not as clear. And that all comes from not knowing exactly what the outcome may be for whatever situation this is, right? So there's a little bit of confusion in your headspace from that perspective, but you're thinking about a happy home, happy family, proper stability in life. That is really front and center in your mind, and you're ready to have things turn around, to like really reap. This is also the karmic wheel, right? So really reaping the rewards of all the good karma. And going back to this card over here, the more you put out, the more good karma, good generosity you put out, the more you're going to get back, right? So that's really coming up, and it's kind of like top of your mind almost. So you're thinking through this, you're very aware of it. You probably are also very intuitive at this time. So just pay attention to those thoughts that just like come, the inspiration that comes out of nowhere. That's all the universe giving you some signals, right? So let's see what you're feeling. What's happening in your heart space? We'll do 3 cards for that. Oopsies. Ooh, I'm gonna lose all the cards. Okay, that was a slippery shuffle. Okay, the first one out, we have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, let's get 2 more. So when you have a never-ending story, just like slide it down. It's like, okay, I'm done. All right, look at this, beautiful. So you have the 5 of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the 6 of Cups in your heart space, right? So what you're feeling, there is a feeling of, being on your own, feeling for some of you a little bit left out in the cold, not having the support system. Again, this is where you may feel where you probably would have benefited from some more friends and family and more tangible support from people around you. So there's a little bit of that energy here of feeling a little bit of sadness. And it's interesting because it shows up right under the moon. So there's some confusion, things are not clear, things may be really confusing, and almost like feeling like things are in the dark. And that's what kind of makes you feel a little left out. But then again, the biggest message with this card is literally there is support right behind the wall. Like this is it represents like a church or a building. The window is shown over here, and all these people have to go and knock on the door, and the door opens, right? So this is just like be open to receiving the support, be open to asking for help, or just for, a sounding board. Literally, a lot of times we just need someone to talk to so we can just run our thoughts by and make our decisions. That's all we need. But there is spiritual support around you. Spirit is all around you. Your spirit team is always watching over you. All you got to do is ask and you'll receive the answers, okay? You have the King of Wands and the Six of Cups. Now, King of Wands is a leader. This is somebody who makes a plan and who works on it, okay? They're not just a delegator, they take action. So absolutely, you do want to create something is what I'm getting in the heart space. You want to create something that inspires you, that motivates you, that gets you going, and you want to be the king of that thing, whatever that thing is, whether that's a relationship, whether that's an enterprise, a business, a job, whether that's a home. It's coming right under the home card or the home and family card. Whatever this is, you want to take charge and be the leader in that area. You are really ready for that, and for something that's going to make you feel like, look at these are like completely opposite energies, the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, because the Six of Cups is about friends. It's about feeling like a child, feeling like those memories that we have from childhood, our best friends when we were in kindergarten or preschool, whatever that was, to coming into a state where you start feeling that childlike energy again, and also kind of reconnect with some of the people that make you feel that way, okay? So this is going from absolutely no connection to this is to reconnecting and finding that inner child. Honestly, with the pandemic, a lot of us kind of flip-flop between these energies, right? So this is also very natural because of the macro environment that we're in. So, that is there, but I don't want that to be a blanket statement. But this showing up is really clearly saying, this is not what you want to feel, but this is what you want to feel, and you're going to take the leadership for it, okay? All right, so let's see what's brewing beneath. What's in your subconscious? I'm not taking that one. That just flew out too fast. What's in your subconscious? What lies beneath? What is in your... Ooh, look at that. We have the Empress. We have the Star. And then we have the Eight of Cups. All right. So this is like more on the soul side, what's happening. And then bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups, which is about that offer, that thing that's going to make us happy. That's what we're thinking through. Now, look at this. Your reading is bookended on the top and at the bottom by major arcanas over here. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. I'll start with this one over here. Definitely your subconscious is ready to leave things behind. So this cycle here, whatever the story is, whatever this cycle is, you are ready. And your subconscious knows, your soul knows, this is time to put this to an end. This is time to close the cycle, and move on from this, because this is not serving your highest good anymore. It does not make you, it doesn't fulfill you anymore, even though you may have put in so much effort and you may have given so much up until like bringing up to 8 of Cups. So it's a very courageous place to be. It's also a very challenging place to be, because we feel we've put in so much. Do I stay? Do I go? That's literally that card, that energy, what this is. But you know that your soul is ready. Your soul is ready to end something old and start something new. You have the Empress and the Star, major arcana. So Empress is all about growth and fertility and abundance and all of that with ease, okay? The Empress creates, but she creates from a very generous place, but also from a space of she plants a seed and she waits and receives the gifts, okay? It's not an aggressive energy. It's extremely fertile energy, and it leads to a lot of growth. So your soul is ready to grow. Your soul is ready to receive the support, but also ready to plant the seeds and really reap the rewards and heal. and be hopeful. You have the Star card. Star card is the biggest healing card. If I'm not wrong, it follows the Tower, right? So it's a lot of healing after things change and there's like craziness happening in our life, but after that comes the healing, comes the hopefulness, wishing upon a star, all the wishes coming true, right? So your soul is really ready to be in the Empress energy, heal from the past things, and really leave the past behind. That is what I'm seeing for you. Beautiful, beautiful Sagittarius. This is a really amazing reading. Do comment below, hashtag claim it if you want to claim these energies, and also, like, you know, subscribe if you haven't already. Every click helps. Let's get you an animal spirit message before you go. Again, anywhere you see these animals, that's a nudge from the universe that the universe is watching over you. Ooh, we like this. We have the koi fish spirit. There is always enough. So I want to kind of emphasize this a little bit. The koi fish in the oracle decks, in tarot, or in Lenormand, the fish, whenever it shows us, is all about abundance. It is literally about physical manifestation in the 3D. So money is going to come in if that's been a concern for some of you with the Five of Pentacles here. That chapter is closing. You have a lot of prosperity coming in. It is also a 9, which is wish fulfillment. You have the Star card, so definitely major wishes are coming through. Just tap into this energy of, like, you know, feeling free and not having any doubt and not getting kind of obsessing over the timing and over the results with this doubt card here. Release that, be free, be happy, vibrate much higher, and know that the abundance is on its way. Okay, so those are the messages I'm getting for you, Sagittarius. I wish you the very best. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Much love and light, and I will see you next time around. Bye for now.